Hi guys, I'm Shmi and this is kind of the second day of the Rari road trip. We're in the Ferrari FF and yesterday we drove all the way from England to where we are now in Strasbourg, France. The day before, we'd gone up in the Ferrari FF to pick up the McLaren 675 LT, my two new cars. The McLaren then boarded into the back of a trailer where it was on its way down to Germany. And today, we're going to be heading 2 hours from here at our hotel in Strasbourg over to where the McLaren should have been delivered just before we get there. And then we'll be driving with the two cars down through the Alps towards Italy, where we'll be at an event tomorrow at Monza on the Grand Prix circuit. So we're going to be going in the FF that we've just brought out from the garage just now. But needless to say, I am pretty excited to be jumping back on board the McLaren. I cannot wait to drive that car. So let's get in this, get on the way, and we'll get to Italy. All right then, let's get the navigation set. First destination of the day, Auto Salon Singen. Just had word that the truck has just arrived. We're here, this is Auto Salon Singen. We have to queue for this roundabout just to go around the end. Then we'll go straight into the car park and fingers crossed I'll be able to unload the car. I am so excited to see the LT again. I had 6 miles in it so far, and then we'll be taking the two cars for a drive, go get some lunch. Saab Kyle is here as well. Hey, there's a Novatec and logo in the window. We maybe have a quick look inside as well while we're here. Around the corner, to the truck, and then it's LT time. Here we are. Thank you. Pleased to see this again. And we're back. It is absolutely freezing here. It's about 4 degrees, 5 degrees. But we'll get the car out, put the two together. Back in the LT then, time to start it up. Here we go. We'll head out and take a look at the LT in a moment, just having some photos done with it outside. But a quick whiz around the showroom then, because there are always some spectacular cars here, and you'll actually remember I was here a few months ago. And at the time I just whizzed over this LaFerrari. Wasn't really supposed to feature it, if you were wondering why that was, but we're back here now and it's awesome. But there's always a very special array of cars in here. Speciales, that Largo I mentioned earlier is just down there at the back. If I come the other way, past the casual sort of Performante, LFA, GT2 RS, Z8. To this side we've got a red 959. Carrera GTs, there's a white 918 at the back. SLS Black Series, that thing just looks menacing. We've got a Mosler, Speedster, the white SLR Sterling Moss that we saw before is right at the back. Yeah, very, very, very special cars. It's a really cool showroom here. But now, let me go out, because I'm not gonna lie, the excitement is killing me. I want to see the LT again. Okay then, here we are. The car's had some photos taken outside, but we're down at Auto Salon Singen because the guys very generously were going to take delivery of it for me here if the car beat me down, and then I would jump on board with it with some friends and drive the two cars down together through the Alps today. But we're here under the cover because unfortunately it is slightly drizzling on us, which is a little bit annoying, but it's very, very special and nice to see the car here and be back with it, because today is going to be the first day I can properly get the car out and go for a drive. And of course people are quite excited as well because the 675 LT is brand new and there aren't very many of them around yet. Let me jump inside. I showed you a little bit of this, of course, in the collection day video. when I picked the car up 2 days ago from McLaren Manchester, but not obviously in too much detail. It's just looking awesome though. Obviously it's got the full body coverage paint protection film from Topaz, which is fantastic. If I swing myself in to the bucket seats, I actually saw some people commenting like, why would you get bucket seats? Well, it's a track special car. It's supposed to have bucket seats. And the seats are just awesomely comfortable. And obviously now they have the matching blue stitching in the headrest area. I love that, goes so well with the stitching around the console. And of course these two being painted in body colour as well, along with all the satin black on the other buttons, which is all optional specification. If I pull the door down, it then offers me comfort entry, which is a sort of feature that works with the electric steering wheel, so that you can bring that down, making it easier to get in and out, because obviously if you've got the wheel here, getting in and out through the doors is a little bit tricky. But yeah, this is it. This is sort of totally new. As you can see, odometer 22.2 miles on the car. This is insane. And what else can I talk about? Yeah, we got the carbon fibre down here. The carpet's obviously removed to save weight. The floor mats are optionally added back in. You can see the sort of raw carbon floor underneath that as well. It started up from the inside though, just because it's awesome. It's an angry beast. It is an angry beast. Stay back out. Slide the seat back to make it easier. I think probably people don't really have much appreciation for quite how loud that is actually. Proper rumble, a very different sound from the 650S. But I think we're going to take both cars. The FF you can see is over there, and go for a bite to eat. Then we'll come back here before we head off on our route towards the Alps, where it's pretty cold. It's actually sort of 0 degrees I think today up in the mountains, but it's supposed to be a bit drier there, so it should be fun. Now this, by the way, a lot of people ask me, why did I spec the normal P0 tyre instead of the Trofeo R, which is obviously the main tyre for this car? And that is because of the trips we're doing right now. I knew I was going to be heading towards some winter weather, and it would be much better to have these tyres on. And amusingly, Seb is having fun on the rollerboard while we're doing it, because that goes everywhere we go. So yeah, we'll go grab a bite to eat, and then we'll be off. And I'll be driving in the LT. We're about to set off, but I'm rudely interrupting this man here, Kyle. How's it going? So I'm sure you remember I've done some videos with Kyle, Saab Carlo 4 before, and he's down here today too, visiting Auto Salon Singen. And what are you filming with?
CLK DTM.
This is quite cool. Oh, and I heard you start from over there while we were loading up the cars.
Sounds so good.
Yeah,
Stand back there and hear it. You ready?
Yep. Not bad at all.
Love it.
Yeah, so you're filming here today, right? And then you're going to be heading around Germany a bit.
Yeah, we're going back to Stuttgart after this, and then we're heading to Modena.
And then, yeah, we're going to be catching up again in Italy in 2 days' time.
It's going to be awesome.
We've got a lot going on before then. Anyway,
I feel like I'm on a gumball again.
Yeah, basically, like craziness, just going everywhere. You're on a Euro trip, filming loads of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you all know how to find him already, but if you don't, there's a link down below. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. We're going to jump in our cars. We're going to head off. Have a good day here.
Sounds good.
See you
Take
later.
Care.
Here we go, back in the LT. Right, comfort. Let that down. Seat forwards. Cold start, very rumbly. Right, we're gonna get on the road. We've got about 5 hours, 5.5 hours to go now, so it's not exactly a short journey. We've got full tanks in both the cars because we've just filled up the FF. If you spin that around, Mark is driving the FF. Mark, my sort of business manager who does all these trips with me, he's driving that car with another Seb, photographer. So I've got Sebby Delaney here with the camera, and we've got Sebastian Treffert, photographer, in the other car who does a lot of the stuff that you probably see on the Shmee 150 Facebook page. We're going to get on the way, and I'm looking forward to driving this. We've crossed the border, and now we're in in Switzerland with the two cars, so now we're at 31 miles on the car, which is still next to nothing. Just had to buy these two, the Swiss vignettes, of course, don't want to get that wrong. Seb's in the car. I'm going to force the camera in their faces. Hello Seb, hello Mark. These two are riding in here for a bit. We'll come back to you. See you later. And just some people having a look at the McLaren as always. But I'm not going to lie, I am very freaking happy right now. This thing, and I'm just cruising in full auto. I can't wait to have it out and drive it properly. But with the two cars, this is pretty surreal. It's amazingly surreal. I don't even have words. We've done around 40 miles so far. Lots of sitting in traffic, a bit of sitting on the motorways, and I'm obviously having to vary my speed, making sure I'm not going to keep the revs on the same for too long. I've still got a massive smile on my face, especially after going through the tunnel, and even doing those sort of fairly low rev sort of upshift, downshifts. You get that backfire, crackle, pop kind of noise from the gearbox, which is all to do with the ignition cut or lack of ignition cut, where the unburnt fuel goes through the titanium exhaust, it sort of ignites, and in the tunnel you get a cracking noise, which is amazing. Mark, I think, is still getting familiar with the FF. I'm hoping he's going to sort of loosen up a little bit and give it the beans a little bit later on, because I want to hear that V12 scream from the outside. But we're heading towards some sort of slightly nicer roads, obviously just gently running the car in. We're not feeling uncomfortable at all. This car is still very, very supple, sorry, I should say, on the suspension. It's nice and soft in the normal modes. It gets pretty violent if you crank it up, but we're not doing that yet. So yeah, it looks like the sun's poking through a little bit. Let's find some nice roads, get the cars up, and have a bit of fun. Well, now you're starting to see why I chose to do my first drive in this car on the continent rather than back at home. Just look at the view around us here. This is absolutely breathtaking. And we're at 114 miles on the car, and it's absolute heaven. The sounds are amazing, this scenery is amazing, the roads are brilliant. It might be late in the year, that's why we've got the P0 tyres, of course. I'm very, very happy right about now. This is a pretty ridiculous thing to be doing, but I couldn't think of any better way than picking up a new car and bringing it straight to a mountain pass. Obviously being incredibly careful because we're driving through snow and the ground is wet and it's very, very slippy. But I'm quite happy right now. And the noises of this thing. Just blipping to 4,500 revs there. I've been here before on a trip. Downside is that the car is going to need a clean before tomorrow. But this is good. This is very good. No question, this is a pretty awesome way to break in a brand new car, but it's absolutely freezing up here and I'm making these guys wait. And I'm
torturous. Nature is not doing well for
It's
us
like
right now.
1 degree, but I want to go and do a run in the FF as well. Make it scream a little bit. So after going up and down in the LT, it's FF time. Enough messing around in the mountains. We're down now on the motorway on the way down towards Italy, but what a way to start off with the new car. I doubt there are many people Who can say that they've driven a snowy mountain pass in their brand new 675 LT, basically on the day they got it. And of course, getting to drive the FF up and down as well. A lot of fun, truly ridiculous. Some awesome photos as well though, which is absolutely brilliant. But now it's a much more normal drive through towards Milan. So we'll just cruise, let the engine relax again. Obviously I've been being very delicate with it. That's so important at this early stage. We're about 165 miles now on the clock, but on we go. Just look at the view in front of us. This is what we'll be cruising through on our way down and onwards this evening. Some abysmal rain, and now we have a traffic jam. Everybody loves a traffic jam, don't they? The FF is behind. You can see some pretty distinctive headlights. We're not going anywhere in a hurry at all. Yeah, this is pretty rubbish. Arrived at tonight's hotel then, and it's been a pretty spectacular day. We've parked the two cars just outside the front here, but we'll probably move them afterwards just to take everything inside and get that all sorted out. But I'm not going to complain. I've driven 260 miles or so in the 675 LT today, and it has been absolutely fantastic. Every little bit I was hoping for with this car. So much fun. Sound is awesome, and this is all sort of being relatively controlled with it. I can only imagine when I've done the run-in period, it's going to sound mega. In the morning we will have to get up and go and clean the cars slightly because they picked up a lot of grime driving through today. We had obviously some snowy areas, and then we had a lot of rain after that. That just made a complete mess of everything. But not a bad way to start. This is just really cool. I hope you guys think it is. I'm having the time of my life. So surreal that I've been driving in my McLaren with the Ferrari following. Epic, epic, epic day. I never thought something like this would be possible, but oh my gosh, absolutely amazing. Crazy. Right, I'll stop rambling and I'll wrap up there. Brilliant day, and tomorrow is going to get even better because we're heading over to Monza. Cars and Coffee, Track for Fun, and Top Gear Magazine Italia putting on this event, so we're going to be there with both cars. We've got some time to shoot the cars. Hopefully we'll see a load of people there, and there should be a whole load of other awesome cars there as well, taking part in the sort of Cars and Coffee event, and also going out onto the Grand Prix circuit at Monza. For now, let's get the cars unloaded, get inside, get checked in, get rested up, ready for tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. My first proper drive in the 675 LT, and I loved every single minute of it. I'll catch up with you again tomorrow though. Cheers. Hi Nick, how are you?
Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hi, nice to see you.
Pretty excited about today. I can see the car over there. Let's go straight inside.